Okay, let's get in positions, everyone.
Camera 1 into effect. 2-second pre-roll. 1, track left.
Oh, good luck.
Watch your focus, fellas.
We're on the air.
Kids wanna know. Kids wanna know. Kids wanna know.
Hi, I'm Chris Eddy, and this is Kids Want to Know. We're here in Oakdale, California. Now, the reason we're starting here in Oakdale is because we have the Hershey's chocolate factory here. Now, the Hershey chocolate, that's the end result, the packages, the stuff that you guys eat. But we're going to start from the very beginning, the beginning of where chocolate starts. It starts in the jungles of countries along the equator. That's because the beans to make chocolate come from the cacao tree, and they need just the right conditions to grow. Moist soil, warm temperatures, and shelter from other trees to protect it from the wind. Melon-sized pods grow from these trees, and just like a candy bar, there's a special treat inside the package: cocoa beans, the key ingredient in making chocolate. But you don't want to eat one of these. They taste really bitter, completely different from the chocolate you're used to. I'll explain that later. These beans are stored and allowed to ferment. That's when the bean hardens and becomes dark, while the flavor begins to develop. Next, they're bagged and shipped to chocolate factories all over the world. Now, we can't have dirty beans, so they clean them up and roast them to add more flavor. Now we have to get the real star of this story. The beans are slammed against a steel plate and shattered to reveal something inside. It's the meat inside the bean called the nib. Nibs are sent to mills where they are grinded down to make cocoa butter, and the liquid that comes out is called chocolate liquor. But there's no alcohol in here. That's not allowed. They just call it that. Then it's blended with milk and sugar. This is where some of the sweetening comes from, to counteract the bitterness of the bean. The moisture is evaporated, and the remaining stuff is a thick taffy-like substance. This mixture is dried until it becomes a brown powder called crumb. Now, this stuff is grinded down even finer and mixed in giant vats called conchas with cocoa butter or other sweeteners to make it into a creamy substance we're used to seeing. But we don't know exactly what goes into it because, well, that's a secret.
Our competitors might find out how we do things and copy what we're doing.
And we don't want that?
And we don't want that.
Now, this is called paste, but it tastes a lot better than the paste you try to stick things together with. It'll make its way through the factory to special heating and cooling machines. Here, the chocolate is brought to just the right temperature so it's easy to pour without falling apart. Now, as you can see, these are being poured into kisses, which have their own unique shape. These chocolate chips, which look like they're marching off to a cookie war, cookies, are poured in the same manner, and they're quickly cooled like the kisses so the chocolate hardens. Larger candy bars like these are poured into chocolate bar plates or molds and then cooled. Or if you like nuts, and you must if you're watching my show, they can be added after the chocolate is poured. They can now be sucked up with a vacuum and sent to the wrapping machine, where Wrapping Rodney can inspect the wrappers to make sure they're on correctly. And if you listen carefully, you might be able to hear him sing. I'm Wrapping Rodney, and I'm here to say I wrap this chocolate every day. It's my job, I look so dapper, you got that right. I'm a chocolate rapper, say, Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, those bars are packaged up and sent to stores all over the world. Now, I want to get back to those kisses, but then again, don't we all? They're dropped onto a conveyor belt and whisked to the wrapping machine, which we can't get too close to because, well, more secrets.
Some of the equipment that's here in the KICS wrapper would be one example. Is custom designed for our product and was evolved through the time that Hershey's been in business, evolved and improved upon. Therefore, a lot of the equipment we have is unique to our products.
In other words, no peeking. The kisses are carried up to another level where workers with eyes like hawks can sort out the good wraps from the bad wraps. If it's not up to her standards, they're sent down the chute.
Now, once they throw away those badly wrapped kisses, they come down this tube right here, down into this tub where you can see we have some kind of poorly wrapped kisses. Now, they'll take these apart, put the chocolate back into the melting pot, melt them down, remold them, then come over here, and we get a good Hershey again that's wrapped just perfect. You see, the wrapping was bad, but the chocolate's still good.
The kisses are then bagged up and shipped to chocolate lovers from here to there and a lot of other places in between. But don't you think that after a while these workers would kind of get sick of all the chocolate?
No, we all have trouble leaving the chocolate alone. And the rules in the plant are we have chocolate available in the cafeterias and the break rooms. They can eat all the chocolate while they're here in the plant. They just can't take it with them and take it at home.
What? Did he say what I thought he said?
They can eat all the chocolate while they're here in the plant. They just can't take it with them and take it at home.
Yes, our dream job. But I don't think my stomach is going to feel real good if I eat too much chocolate.
We have a medical staff trained just for that.
He's just kidding. But we're not when we say this is how chocolate's made.